Hello, Prim friends. So I am headed into a shop I've not been in before. I do know some of the people who have their antique shops here. They're also in Seville Antiques, but this is Peninsula Village Antiques. If you've not been to Peninsula before, it is a really neat, historic little town with some just incredible homes and shops. So definitely should be on your radar of a place to come. Come to Peninsula Village Antiques and go to Seville Antiques as well. They're just about 35 minutes down the road. So we're gonna see this together here for the first time. Hope you'll like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you keep getting notifications of our new videos. All right, let's head on in. All right, so I am inside this beautiful historic building. I don't know how old it is yet, but it really is lovely. There are 8 dealers here. And so I was asking about where, if someone wanted to do a road trip and spend the afternoon at a couple of antique shops in the area. Peninsula has both a place called Fisher's and a Winking Lizard. So when we were talking about it, someone else that heard us discussing it, they said, oh my goodness, you have to do Fisher's for their key lime cheesecake. So on that recommendation, I think on my way home today, I'm going to have to stop at Fisher's and pick up a couple slices of key lime cheesecake. That just sounds amazing, even in the wintertime. That does sound very refreshing. These pieces are just lovely. I've been very gravitating to some mirrors for our home. I like how they look in decorating and putting them in a display on a wall. And that one is really lovely with the painting there. And this early wall box with the spoon holder. Just beautiful. These floors are just amazing. And the repairs. So cute. So that looks like a feather tree. Yep. That one's not old, and I like that they say that on the tag. That's nice. But you don't find them everywhere, so that's a wonderful price for a feather tree. There's a neat old leather-bound book. They do have some really beautiful, unusual pieces. There's a foot warmer, a candle box. A little finger lamp. Gorgeous. It's a finger lamp because you carry it that way. Something that's moved from one area to another. It's a 12 tube candle mold. Oh, and there's one of those hog scraper candlesticks, like we saw the whole display of them in Ginny Curry's home. It's a beautiful shaker carrier box and a little shaker clothespin basket. Oh gosh, when was the last time you saw one of those? Beautiful. And there's another one of those batter pitchers. Just beautiful pieces. Neat. Aww. Nice Christmas display here. The lamp, the leg lamp, which Cleveland is so well known for because we do have the house here in the Cleveland area. So that's a neat piece. So here we go, back over into this area. Neat old bed. Okay. It's nice when people are having fun in the shop and it's not just a stuffy old place. Beautiful canopy bed there for a doll baby. Little basket. These are scissors for putting out your candles. Pretty jar. Wow. Look at that bowl. Beautiful. It's a lovely collection of smalls. Beautiful books. Original blue box. Pretty color. I'll go look around this direction. There's some things here in the middle. It's an English cottage dollhouse. Oh, cute. There's a beautiful piece of stained glass. You have the window to put that in. They do have some really beautiful pieces of glass here. It's a gorgeous basket. And that caught my eye. So I like when I see this here in the old baskets for the supports. Beautiful. Pretty little single drawer table. You can't have enough of those. There's always room for one more. There's another beautiful German fracture decorated. Lovely. Beautifully done. Lovely painting there. Pretty side table there in that pretty color of pine. And a little egg carrier. And a pretty green color. More glass. And a whole collection of the candle molds. Some jewelry too. It's such a pretty collection. Each store that I go to, they each have their own unique vibe. Which makes them all so special and why you want to go to them all. Pretty little, is that a Putz house? And the reindeer with the red eyes. Little sheep, maybe from a nativity scene. Pretty Christmas ornaments. A little grain scoop. Those are fun. We use those in our house to hold napkins. When we have a family gathering and a buffet. Santa skier. It's a vintage doll, or a dress form rather. I had one of those in our home and I ended up having to put it in the shop because every time I'd walk by that room it would make me jump. I thought there was somebody in the house with me. We named her. But one of them has a new home and the other one is in the shop now. Oh, look at that. Beads and early garland. That's beautiful. I found an old jar, and every time I find a piece of the old garland, I put it in that jar. I forgot about that. I have to find it, bring it out. I'm not quite sure where any of my Christmas decorations are right now while so much stuff is in storage. Those are some really unique Christmas ornaments back there. Really early ones. Beautiful on the feather trees. Sweet little wreath. Creamer. Looks like maybe a Bennington. Bennington bowls. Or Rookwood. That's possible too. trying to walk and look and record and not fall down. It's interesting combination, especially when you've got progressive lenses. So I'm not always sure that my foot is stepping where it's supposed to. Someone here is a rug hooker, so there are textiles here and there is some wool. There's a silhouette. Sweet little mittens there. Those are beautiful. Set of bells. Lovely. And another little feather tree. And the hooked rug there is a partridge in a pear tree pattern. Oh, another beautiful mirror. That's much like the one that I found that will be in our house when they're done. Neat punch tin light there too. If you have some ability with some handiwork, my husband certainly does over the years. When I find a new light, he's able to put those on hardwired. But if you're concerned, of course, you know, get an electrician or someone that you trust to be able to. I think sometimes upgrading your lighting to the primitive style really changes the look in your house. If it's very modern or contemporary, then it's hard to get that early look if your lighting isn't updated. It's a little bowl. So here's a little tip I can give you too when you're looking at or collecting wooden bowls. If you're just starting out, you want to look for ones that are out of round, which means if you measure it one direction across and it's, let's say, 14 inches, measure it the opposite direction. It should be maybe an inch smaller or an inch larger, but that would make it out of round. And they're out of round as they age because a grain in the wood will shrink one direction, but it stays stable the other direction. So as it ages, it will shrink, but only one direction. So that's one way to know that your wooden bowls are old or not. If it's perfectly round, chances are it is a contemporary piece. Pretty plates. There's the brown transferware. This one's the red or the pink. And more Christmas pieces. The deer with the red eyes. These are really pretty. I had some, I had seen it online displayed somewhere where they took them and they put them in a, I think it was a cracker box. Specifically something, I think it was a white fawn cracker box. And they filled it with like a snowy cotton and then filled it with the white deer. And it really made a very pretty Christmas display. And the beautiful early box. Cute, the little child's snow shovel. A pretty old creel. It's a beautiful cabinet there too. You know, you don't have to always hang them on a wall. You can sit them on the back of a table the way this one is. It's a beautiful, newer made, folk art made, finger joined shaker boxes. Beautiful early light piece there. And there's an early bowl you can see with the crack. And again, that's another sign of the age, because they will crack. Sweet little rooster in the coop. Old building block set. That could be German. Some wax Santas. I love the little boots. You know, those are special in my family with that German tradition. Some old ice cream molds. Oh, beautiful. That's a pomegranate. Lovely. And some transferware bowls. Beautiful. Makes a really neat display for Christmas. And sweet little children's shoes with the chalkboards there, and the little Carters. Oh. Gorgeous old bowl there, and you can see that's out of round. It's a beautiful collection of the blue onion there in the little jars. For on your counter or in a pantry. Beautiful display. Very pretty. Those feather edges on those plates. Beautiful. And the flow blue. Transfer. Pretty pieces. It's a gorgeous drop leaf table there with the tiger maple, which if you watched my other videos, you know how special that is to me. Stand there. Wow, the rug is gorgeous. I only know one person that's made a rug that big. That'd be Ramona. That is room size. Wow. And that's a small. That's not an 8 or a 9 cut. That's a... Okay, back to the smaller pieces. Like that little humpback trunk. Very pretty. Fireplace pieces for cooking. It's a little early ladle. That looks like the little shaker basket we saw earlier too. Clip-on pin cushion. And a whole set of the same design in the graduated sizes of the yellowware bowls. Gorgeous. I see another hog scraper candlestick back there again, like we saw displayed in Ginny Curry's home. Some silhouettes. That's a unique table there. Double-sided cookie bread mold. Cookie board mold, like for, oh, it'll come to me, the kind of cookies those make. It's a German style cookie. She's beautiful. Pretty punched lantern. So I hope if you are in the area, or even if you're not, you will make plans to come and visit this wonderful antique shop in Peninsula, Ohio. Oh, look at all these beautiful little ornaments. They gave me a card here, so I could share that with you as well. For the address, 1685 Main Street, Peninsula, Ohio. I hope you will come visit. Please like, share, and subscribe. Take care, everybody. Keep hunting. They are out there.